Hey guys, Jelena Jensen here with your favorite baldy, Limpy, welcoming you to this week's free MMORPG Weekly News.
Of course, I decided to take off for a small vacation, and all the news comes out of the woodwork. Well, one of the big one is that Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, which is essentially the trading card game from the Blizzard team, has entered closed beta. That's right, and waves of keys are being sent out right now. So you guys, if you've already signed up or you haven't signed up, get signed up now, and waves of keys are going to start coming out. Now, one of the cool things is there's no NDA, so there's going to be streaming, there's going to be videos, there's going to be tons of information, tons of things to see out there, how to build decks, all those different things on Hearthstone. So pretty cool stuff, but just so you know, once the closed beta does end, all progress will be wiped. But one of the cool things is that if you want to take and you want to actually purchase cards while you're playing the closed beta, you can do so using the real world cash and actually get some packs and get some different cards and stuff like that. And the company will actually refund players with a gold credit equivalent to their purchases, so you'll then be able to actually purchase those things when the game actually comes out. So pretty cool stuff. So look forward. We may just be looking to have a giveaway on MMODen.com in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that as far as Hearthstone is concerned. Alright guys, to start off, this week we found out that Area Games has a new and exciting free MMORPG called Aura Kingdom. Now this is developed with the team that's behind Eden Eternal and Grand Fantasia, so they definitely have their chops that they've cut on a couple of games before. And it looks like we can expect to see much of the features from these previous games kind of mashed into one title with Aura Kingdom. And we've got a bunch of new ones as well. Now, expect to find interactive companions who are actually going to fight side by side with you, grow, learn, get skills, get powerful combo attacks, so that's kind of cool. And then you're also going to see an extensive skill tree that will allow you to pick and power up abilities that, you know, kind of cater to your playstyle. So you're kind of making your own class, essentially. But most importantly in my mind is that the game will be action-oriented combat. Now, that's a style that's beginning to win over a much larger fan base from the tab target style of the past, so I look forward to definitely seeing that. Now, I played a ton of Eden Eternal back in the day, so I expect that Aura Kingdom will actually get my attention as well. Now, how about you guys? You look forward to playing a little Aura Kingdom in the future? So it looks like we're going to get HeroesGo on August 30th now. This highly anticipated title actually is entering open beta phase finally on that date. Now, the closed beta introduced all of us to a really high-velocity, action-oriented combat, some lush environments, challenging puzzles, some epic encounters, and some pretty customizable gameplay, which was pretty cool. Now, a lot of that stuff, like the challenges and stuff, have been actually expanded for the open beta, and a new system has been put in place that actually will reward players for completing challenging missions and also besting, your foes or your competition in what they're considering extensively revamped PvP combat. So it's pretty neat stuff right there. Now, there's also been further refinements to include new quests, new dungeons, and also an intuitive UI overhaul, which I look forward to seeing, and I look forward to showing you guys in an all-new Inside the Den in about 11 days. So mark your calendars for that one. Now, as we get closer and closer to September 17th, which is the launch date for Mechwarrior Online, we're getting some more updates. Now, the game was updating like constantly. It seems like they've gotten a little bit more spread out, but that's okay. This week, we find out that Mechwarrior Online players can actually now complete in some pretty cool 12v12 combat missions. And with this 12v12 edition, we also are getting the double XP for the first win of the day, which is going to allow pilots to advance more quickly in all of their mech's abilities. So players will also get a greater variety of strategies and more creative attacks and defensive schemes. And essentially, they're going to have to work together a little bit differently now that there's 12 players on not only their side but also on the other team's side. So pretty cool stuff right there. There's also some more additional features with this update, which include a new map, Terra Therma, and this is going to test pilots and their thermal limits. They're going to have to battle for resources on a tumultuous moon that's subject to dramatic tectonic activity and also violent volcanic eruptions. So I'm looking forward to getting in there and see how those violent volcanic eruptions mess with our thermal infrared vision there. So looking forward to checking that one out. Alright guys, so hot off the presses, we have a game going free to play this week that's moving from a pay game over to a free-to-play model, and that is in the form of Forge. Now, Forge, if you guys remember back in 2012, debuted on Kickstarter, and it fell just short of its goal, but the studio decided to keep pushing forward. And luckily for us, even though the game went into a pay or subscription model, it is now coming free to play, and the developers are guaranteeing to us that the only items that are going to be available in the free to play model are cosmetic. So you can expect no pay to win stuff with Forge, which is going to hit this week free to play. So look forward to an Inside the Den this week of Forge. I'm pretty pumped. I actually thought this game had a lot of promise, and I'm looking forward to actually getting to play it on the free-to-play side and play it for you guys, see what it has to offer. Essentially, you're looking for, an action-oriented game with a movement fluid style of like guns and all that stuff with heavy focus on PvP. Some really cool stuff in Forge. So I'll be checking that out for you guys this week.
Limpy always likes to save the pew-pew news for me. And this week, War Thunder announced that there are more than 3 million players in open beta across all platforms. And now, War Thunder gamers can take to the skies on the Steam platform. As well as now being able to play for free on Steam, you guys can find an all-new exclusive content pack now available just for Steam users, appropriately named the War Thunder Steam Pack. This pack allows players to experience the battles of the Pacific between 1941 to 1943 and includes access to the P-36A Hawk fighter of Lieutenant Philip M. Rasmussen. Rasmussen was one of a handful of U.S. pilots who managed to take off during the World War II attack on Pearl Harbor and is considered a legend. Other premium airplanes in this pack include the XP-38G and A6M5 Co-Zero. Best of all, the Steam Pack offers up premium account access for 30 days and in-game currency of 1,700 Golden Eagles.
All right, guys, looks like it's another week and another new class for the action-packed free MMORPG Elsword. Now, in the latest advancement, it comes, they've been doing this whole Transformation Evolution series, and we're getting the Veteran Commander class. And this essentially turns the popular Raven character into a walking just arsenal of weapons and skills. And now Raven is going to retain his signature ability to supercharge attacks. And this time, though, he's going to get a particular evolution to his overheat mode. And that's getting substantially enhanced. So essentially what he's done is he's conquered his most powerful enemies, he's scavenged all their parts, and he's been able to rebuild his arm into this faster, more fire-resistant weapon of destruction. So what he's able to do now is he's added a flamethrower built directly into his robotic arm, and he also now has the ability to hurl grenades out of that arm. Sounds pretty freaking OP to me if you want to know the truth. But it's pretty crazy stuff. I hope you guys check it out. Now also, fans of Steam will also be pleased to learn that Elsword recently launched on Steam as well, so that's kind of cool also. So it looks like we're getting a pretty cool update this week from Microvolts. It's called the Alpha Update, and it includes all new robotic parts and demon hunting weapons. Now that's going to come in pretty handy because essentially the zombies are coming. That's right, the zombies of the Microworld so far have been kind of kept in check by these highly trained toy soldiers, but recently there's been an outbreak, and so now that security is toast, and it's your job to essentially recruit powerful forces of the red bot chip or the blue bot chip to reduce this undead problem. And that's the gist of this update. But what's really cool with that is you're getting a whole bunch new weapons and stuff like that to go along with it. So you're getting all new carbine snipers, nightmare bazookas, Ronin melees, auto bow rifles. You're also getting the legendary nether blade and laser rifles, which have come back. Those were in the game before, and they have now made their return in this all new alpha update. Players are also going to find a red-eye mask, a scuba mask, and pinhead accessories that are going to be pretty useful against these undead hordes. So get yourselves in there, get yourself a toy, and start taking out the zombies. Always a good time. Alright guys, now I know many of you, myself included, have been waiting very patiently to hear what the monetization model or business model would be for Wildstar. We've talked about this in the live streams, we've talked about it in comments on YouTube, we've talked about it on the forums, all this stuff. Well, early in the morning, August 19th, we received a press email from their PR group explaining essentially what was previously announced as a hybrid model in much more detail. Now, to give you guys the straight to the point details, essentially the game is going to be buy to play, and then there will be a subscription. So I know a lot of you guys are, oh no, a subscription. Sort of. Now, the subscription fees are also going to be able to be purchased through gold that you earn in-game by purchasing these things called creds. So, right now I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Essentially, I actually feel that the more casual players like myself will not have time to dedicate to earn essentially enough gold to pay for these creds. And the company, Carbine, is saying that the model will keep gold farmers away. I actually personally think this is an open invitation to gold farmers to do business basically on a higher level, since gold is actually going to be more valuable now that gold is going to be able to be used to get subscriptions. So I know I was really hoping that we would see the next level in free-to-play gaming from Wildstar, but it actually looks like we're still going to have to wait for that title to come. So let's hope that it isn't as bad as we think or it sounds, but we're going to just have to wait and see.
Alright guys, that's all for this week, but for more info on all these titles, head on over to MMODen.com. Also, remember to comment on this and other MMODen Weekly videos and earn a chance to win one of our 5 weekly prizes given out each and every Monday. For now, this is Jelena Jensen for MMODen. Until next time, pathetic balls, and thanks for watching.
Shut up and kill something.